Hi, boys and girls. Are you ready for some pronouns? We are wrapping up this pronoun unit after weeks of thinking about pronouns in a million different ways. So today I want to start with a quick overview. If I'm going too fast, I want you to just pause the video and think about what I'm saying, okay, kids? But otherwise, you might be able, if you're pretty good at these, you can just keep on listening as we go. So we learned about pronouns in so many different ways. First of all, they replace the names of nouns. So we had singular pronouns where one name was replaced. So here's some examples. I, you, she, he, it. These are singular pronouns. They replace the name of one person or thing. And plural pronouns, you're good at these too because you're pretty good at plural. Plural pronouns replace the name of two or more things or people. So we could be referring to a group of people with we, or they, them, us. And you actually makes its way onto both lists, singular or plural. And we realize that we can talk to someone and it's one person and we can call them you. Or we could talk to a whole group of people and use the word you to describe the group. Like if I were to say something to you as my whole class, it's a plural pronoun that replaces the names of each individual student. So what a handy dandy little part of speech this plural pronoun is, to replace the names of all the kids in my class. It's kind of fun. Then we learned about subject pronouns and object pronouns. And these were okay. You did all right with these. Subject pronouns were easier for you because they are the subject of the sentence. They are who or what the sentence is about. So we start sentences with these kinds of pronouns all the time. I like to go swimming. He likes hamburgers. She likes French fries. We do this, they do that. So subject pronouns go in the subject of the sentence. Object pronouns, I think you maybe were a little bit fuzzier with your object pronouns. Object pronouns come after the verb, or they come after a preposition. If you're not sure what a preposition is, that's a word like to, or with, or for, or at. So I'll give you a quick example sentence here. I'll talk about he as a subject and an object. He went to the park. So he is the subject of the sentence. But I'll use him as an object pronoun. Mom gave the baseball bat to him. So in this sentence, mom is the subject, and here's the verb. So when we use him at the end of the sentence, it's an object pronoun. And I had mentioned prepositions. Here's a preposition word, to him. So this is an object pronoun. Object pronoun. And this is a subject pronoun, he, him. One day last week I tried really hard to help you practice. Actually, we tried it twice. We tried to practice to see the difference between when to use I and when to use me. And this was really hard. We still have kids that want to say, me and Tom went to the gym. And that's not right. It should be Tom and I went to the gym, because Tom and I are the subject, the compound subject of that sentence. But then sometimes you do get to say Tom and me. And that is when the pronoun is an object in the sentence, an object pronoun. So sometimes we said, Mom gave the cookies to Tom and me. And that would be okay if it's the object of the sentence. So I know that's hard, and we will keep on working on that. But we're going to move on for today. The last thing we learned about pronouns was possessive pronouns. Possessive pronouns show ownership. They show when something belongs to somebody. And these are powerful little words. They're really cool because not only do they replace the name of somebody, but they also show that that person owns something. So a little word like my not only replaces my name, Mrs. Crone, but it also shows me that I own something. So here are some possessive pronouns: my, your, its, his, their, theirs, ours, hers. So this is just a quick overview of everything we've learned about pronouns. And today you are going to practice choosing whether or not the word you need is a contraction or a possessive pronoun. So you have a Schoology assignment that I want you to work on Monday. And then on Wednesday, you also will have some workbook pages. And so you may need to come back and watch this video again if you need a refresher. But remember, a contraction is a word where we have taken two words and joined them together. And when we omitted or took out a letter, we put an apostrophe in it. And a possessive pronoun is just a pronoun that shows ownership. So I'll do a first example for you. It's and its. This means it is. This shows ownership of something. The dog chases its tail. Here's another one. There and there. This is a contraction for they are, like they are going to church. This is a pronoun, a possessive pronoun, that shows that somebody owns something. So their mom cooked us dinner. It's the mom that belongs to them. So these words sound the same, but they're very different. They mean different things. They're spelled differently. So there are two examples. Let me give you another example. Here's just an example of a contraction. We are, we're. I think you had this as your spelling word last week. I can't remember. I'll write a sentence for you. We're going to sleep. I hope you're not going to sleep right now. That means we are going to sleep. Yep. Here's another example of contraction. These don't all have a possessive pronoun that sounds the same. So I'm just giving you some more examples because you'll have to choose contraction or possessive pronoun. Here's another one. Your. And this one actually does have a possessive pronoun that sounds the same, doesn't it? Your. You are listening. You're listening. You're listening to me. But this one is a possessive pronoun. Let's see. Your shoes are cool. So this shows ownership. Somebody owns some shoes, and I'm giving them a compliment. Your shoes are cool. So if you look carefully at our little sort, it's really quick, but you'll see that all of the words on the contraction side have an apostrophe. And even though these show ownership, none of these have an apostrophe. So this is really important. I know when we talk about other nouns like Bob's shoes or Mom's hair, we put an apostrophe to show ownership. But when we're doing pronouns, we don't. We could say his shoes or her hair. And we don't need an apostrophe when we use pronouns. So I hope this sort helps you see that you need to be wise when writing your possessive pronouns. You never use an apostrophe. And that you know that if you start to put an apostrophe in your pronouns somewhere, you might end up with a contraction that you did not mean to use. So I hope this helps you in your grammar lessons this week. Call or email or text if you have any questions at all. Have a good day.